My name is Erin Lemoyne, and I am a loan executive at Johnson Controls. I want to thank you all very much for being here today, and I'd like to thank you all for all of your past donations to United Way. Together, we have raised over $1 billion, which is an incredible amount that makes a real difference and creates lasting change within our community. However, your assistance this year does remain vital. I'm joined here today by Vanessa Nerbun. She's the Resource Development Manager at Badger Association of the Blind, previously known as the Center for Blind and Visually Impaired Children. And Vanessa is a Marquette graduate. She began her current position in 2005, and prior to that had worked with Special Olympics. And she also has experience working as a television and weekend weathercaster in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. So, kind of a little fun fact there. So please help me welcome Vanessa as she's going to explain a little bit more about where all of your donations go and the real impact it makes.
I just want to start with something that I think about every time that I go and get invited to one of these presentations. And it's the fact that the United Way of Greater Milwaukee area helps 1 out of every 4 people. 1 out of every 4. I have to admit, I'm a bit of a skeptic. And when I first heard that statistic, I thought, that really cannot be possible. 1 out of every 4 people. So I started to think, do I know someone who's been impacted by United Way? And then it dawned on me, I, myself, have been helped by United Way. It started in early childhood in scouting, because the Girl Scouts receive funds from United Way. And then when my husband's family experienced a 5-alarm fire, the Red Cross came to their assistance, and the Red Cross is supported by United Way. And then, not too long ago, my great aunt, who lived to be 100, needed hospice care. And that hospice that provided her that wonderful care to finish out her remaining time was funded by United Way. Today, my 2 boys swim and participate in sporting activities at the Y, and the Y is funded by United Way. At the Center for Blind and Visually Impaired Children, Badger Association, we are busy putting your hard-earned dollars to work to help children and adults overcome obstacles that result from blindness by learning to use sound and touch in place of sight, how to navigate with a white cane, and other skills that will not only prepare them for public school, having a great job, but also just for life. I want to share with you 2 stories today that are success stories about how your support really does make a difference. I'm going to start with Javon. Javon is just a little sweetie. This little boy, he's been at the center since he was 6 months old, and he's 5 years old today. So I've had the privilege of being there working, getting to see Javon, come to the center every day. When Javon came in, he was that nervous baby that, just really didn't even have a clue about the world around him. He couldn't see it. He didn't know how to just reach out and grasp that simple toy or rattle. And over time, he worked with our teachers and therapists and acquired different skills and built the confidence and rapport with them to be comfortable just playing and exploring and being a kid. And I'm pleased to report, at 5 years old, Javon's doing great. He's actually graduating from our program and going on to public school. And it was interesting, I had an opportunity with his pending graduation coming up to interview his mom. And we interviewed her for the newsletter, and I asked her, I said, to this day, what is one of Javon's, biggest obstacles? And she looked at me and she said, me. And I said, really? Tell me about that. And she said, well, I'm one of his biggest obstacles because I always thought I had to protect him. It took, being here and bringing him to the center for me to learn that he's totally capable of succeeding, that he's going to go to school, that with the right skills and all of those things that, one day he might go to college and have a great job and be supporting me at some point. And so I just found that to be very interesting. And another, with the recent merger, another interesting story is a woman by the name of Ruthia. And Ruthia lost her vision later in life in her 50s. And for her, it was very hard. When you talk to her, she says, I just was depressed and I didn't know what to do. And she really credits coming to the Badger Association and working with one of our occupational therapists who works with low vision clients. She had the opportunity to work with them, and they took her. We have a shop there on the campus that has all different adaptive equipment. So she needs just to have like access to large print things, a magnifier, I mean, just simple things to improve her life. And she said, oh my gosh, you know, my life is so full. Like, there's a place I can go where I have all of these things. Well, now Ruthia, she takes an exercise class, and I go down to the basement. I'm pretty, I like to work out and stuff, but I see all of these people down there, visually impaired, difficult enough to just have your balance, down there working out, and sometimes she fills in and teaches the classes. So it's really remarkable to see, a woman who essentially thought her life was over actually get to the point where she is down there, leading the exercise class, gardening, saying that she probably has a life that's fuller now than what she had initially. So it's pretty impressive. But one of the things that, I think is just so true is that this isn't possible without all of us coming together. So no matter all of the good work that my agency does or anyone else's agency in the community, it really takes all of us coming together. And there's really no better agency in the community equipped to bring people together than the United Way. And that's why I invite you to join me today in Living United so that we can help the children like Javon, the people like Ruthia, but there's thousands of those people, thousands upon thousands who just need that little boost. They need the building blocks, whether it's the child who is just struggling in school and needs that extra push because they're not getting it at home, or someone who's just unable to sustain their employment, or maybe another person who had a great job and all of a sudden it's gone. So please join me in Living United, contributing to this year's campaign. By pooling our resources, we can have an impact that stretches far and wide. As Helen Keller once said, alone we can do so little. Together we can do so much. So thank you again for having me.
You just heard, United Way only invests in programs that really work and have the results, like Javon and Ruthia, that are coming out of every single program that we fund. United Way operates at a very high rate of efficiency as well. 90 cents of every dollar donated to United Way goes right back into the programming, which is incredible as far as Charity Navigator deems, with 65% minimum being considered acceptable. My position as a loan executive also helps in this effort, as my company, Johnson Controls, has loaned me to assist United Way throughout the campaign and speak to the many different companies throughout our local community. I'm also excited to share that your company actually matches every single dollar that is donated to United Way. So any gift you give today will be doubled and has an opportunity to be doubled again through the United Way Double Your Difference Challenge. So any new or increased gift will be doubled and matched there as well. In addition, we have a few other gifts for you. We have the impact coupons that are available to anyone who donates $100 or more. And these include coupons to the zoo, to the art museum, to different local restaurants, and have some really wonderful deals. In addition, this year, any new or increased gift of $25 will enter you to win one of 8 prizes. It could be a Harley-Davidson motorcycle, a $500 gift certificate to Boston Store, or a $100 gift certificate to Roundy's. So not only as your gift giving to the community, you might also get something in return. As you heard from Vanessa, my gift, your gift, and our neighbors' gifts will combine to really make a difference in our community. So we invite you today to support United Way and think about giving a little something to help create lasting change in our community. So thank you all today for your time and for your ongoing support.